Hello. Hello. Oh. Hello. Oh. All right, there we go. Had to mute myself, apparently. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel and all that good stuff. So, I need to close my editing software. I was editing a Teach Me How to Cook video before this. I'm a little out of sorts right now, trying to gather myself, and I'm also in the middle of like multiple conversations, but here we are. So the players are already playing. We got Churro Nation versus Edison Club tie. That seems good enough for me. I like both of those people. Churro Nation, where is my boy? Here we go. Okay, we got zombies versus ships. Ships are a really good deck in this format. There we go. How's everybody doing though? What's up, TJ? Always number one, always first. What's it like always being number one? I wish I could always be number one at something. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. What do I have open? I have so much shit going on. What else do I have to do? I have to fix the bottom scroll bar because it's giving misinformation right now. So, scrolling thing, let me fix this. This tournament is a JANK Edison JANK. So I need to do an update to the Edison JANK ban list, which is on my to-do list because it updates every quarter. So I will be doing an update to that this weekend. Like I'll be meeting with people, like we're talking with people to come up with the changes essentially. And I have some ideas of where I want to go with the JANK format. But in the meantime, we're going to enjoy the last couple weeks of this version of JANK. This is season 2 essentially. And I didn't do as many tournaments in season 2 because we had so many regular Edison events, like all the Retro Reborn stuff, all the LDSs. And I really wanted people to get playtesting in for those events because there were just so many. I feel like I have not been home much. I went to Japan for 2 weeks. I went to Vegas. I've been to Maryland, Detroit, San Jose. Like it's been a lot of out the house, traveling and stuff for the sake of Yu-Gi-Oh. So, and all of it being Edison, really, except Sunday when we do like goats or hat or something. And I actually enjoy those days where we do like a different format because they're like a break away from the norm, which is always nice. Okay, here we go. Okay. Reflect Bounder. Holy shit, I have not seen this card in ages. Also, I just realized I do not have the chat up almost at all. Hold on. Let me fix that. I am drinking some black tea right now. It's my favorite thing to drink. With honey as a sweetener. I have a new love for GOAT. Best finals I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I do have a new love for GOATs. I actually plan to have a GOAT player on the channel soon, so we could do a Teach Me How to Cook and GOAT format. So that's going to be the first time I've ever... I don't know if I've ever done anything GOAT related on this channel. I don't know if I've ever done... Like, I can't think of a single time I've done something in GOATs. If I have, it had to be years ago. I genuinely don't remember, but I don't know if I've ever done anything GOATs, so... Sean McCabe didn't want Dust Sheet in his GB deck. Yeah, he doesn't like that card in GBs. Sean McCabe thinks very differently than every other Yu-Gi-Oh player I know. Now, I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, as you can imagine. Sean has his own way of thinking, and clearly his way of thinking is good. Like, it works. Like, the way he thinks just works, even though it looks very different from the way everyone else thinks. So basically everyone else is going left, and Sean McCabe likes to go right. And that's kind of how he's always been. Like I said, he's the creator of the Gravekeeper deck that I won with. We both had the same exact main deck, side deck, extra deck. When we played in the finals of the YCS, like if you look at our list, there's not a single card different. We're playing the exact same deck. We tested it together every single day leading up to the event. We kept it as secret as we could, and yeah, like he just has a brain for like understanding the game at a different level. So yeah, he didn't want to play Dust Shoot, and he has his reasoning and logic for why he thinks that Dust Shoot isn't good in GBs or whatever. Or I shouldn't say isn't good, but like, because Dust Shoot is a good card, obviously, but he has his reasons for why he thinks it's not necessary, at least. The VA updated your claim, TJ. Nice. Hopefully you'll be getting paid soon. Love that. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, look at this thing. It's so adorable. This thing is, I keep forgetting this is a thing. This reminds me of the Necrobinder from Slay the Spire 2. It also reminds me of, what's that? The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Like this chibi version of Grim. Absolutely adorable creature. I'm fighting the VA for my disability. What's up, Quest? How you doing? You're the #1 GK master. King of Skull Servants is legal in Edison. I guess so. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I created JANK is that so that we could actually explore things that are not birds, frogs, GBs, Lightsworn, all that stuff. So I should have never converted, sided against him round 4. Against who round 4? Wait, what happened, Baku? You converted against what exactly? Oh, GBs definitely do not convert against GBs. GBs can't beat you if you draw one of your ignorant hands. So like, you're not, because like you saw what happened to James, right? James is playing Dream Frogs, was playing Dream Frogs, and you know that, like I said before that match started, that matchup is literally fucking horrendous. It's like 80-20 in GB's favor. Converting to Dream Frogs puts you in the same situation, and even worse, honestly, because you don't even have, like, I'm sure James was siding cards to kind of help with the matchup. We saw a Cyber Dragon, which didn't really do anything, but it could have in a different game state. You don't even have stuff like that, right? So like, you're just making your deck intrinsically worse against GBs. It's better to just say, if they have it, they have it. And if you draw True Nade or, you know, Foolish, Substitute, 1-for-1 Dandy, any of those types of nonsense hands, like, you know the hands. Just run it. And it's really a coin flip at that point. You like the way I told James to get to the point on stream? Yeah, he's very long-winded. I mean, he's a very smart guy, but when it comes to explaining himself, he could just be extremely long-winded, which I think is fine if you're just doing, like, if he was just doing content on his channel. Like, if he did, you know how I do my nerd side chat, right? I'm just talking for an hour and going all over the place. And he could do something very similar to that, and it would be fine. But for commentary specifically, where you're trying to stay on top of what is happening currently, that is a skill and one that, you know, his way of speaking, it just doesn't work for. Because, like, at some point you just have to get to the point. But he's obviously a very good player, and, you know, he knows what he's talking about. When he knows what he's talking about, when he does know what he's talking about. I'll say it like that. Sometimes he just starts fucking ranting, and it's like, all right. But yeah, I mean, we all do. I love ranting. Hello, I'm from the Fort Myers area and was shocked we might get a Retro Reborn circuit here. Yes, that is something that I think is on the calendar. I don't even know what the dates are for that. But definitely, you know, if you're in Fort Myers, check it out. ShamWow had an hour-long deck profile of ranting too. Yeah, I actually was editing a ShamWow Teach Me How to Cook, and it's 2 hours long. And like the first hour of the Teach Me How to Cook is just us talking, because I didn't know that ShamWow likes to talk so much. So we have great chemistry because we just like to rant. And we talk about Diva Hero and just like Yu-Gi-Oh for an hour before we get on ladder. It's great. I think it's great. You play Sean round 4 and won game 1, and after converting, he backdoor 2 of me. Yeah, you basically made your deck into Dream Frogs, which is way worse than his GBs. And that's just something that you learn. That's just something that you learn with experience, or you just have somebody tell you. But then you played against GBs in top 4, I heard, and it wasn't close. So skill successor, nice. Yeah, I mean, I just love talking. Like I have a podcast and a YouTube channel, and it's predominantly just like a lot of talking. But yeah, I love doing it. King of the Skull Servants. The original tag of this card is the combined number of Skull Servants and Skull Servant in your graveyard times 1,000. Oh, the number of King of Skull Servants and Skull Servant. When this card is destroyed by battle to the graveyard, you can banish one other King of the Skull Servants. Huh. Huh, so you could DDV, I mean, DDV's banned as fuck in this format, but you could DDV that guy when there's 2 of these things in the graveyard. What's up, Rich? Take my Raza. I won't lie, I feel weird anytime I record anything with you because I could talk forever, but I never want to annoy people. I mean, yeah, Kenny and I, we used to talk for 3 hours straight all the time when we were younger. And it's just a normal thing for us to do that. So that's how the podcast came about, because that's just our thing. Like, that was always our thing since we met. And Kenny's a night owl, so he would stay up like until 4 a.m. or until the sun comes up. And I would stay awake as long as I could, but I didn't make it to like 4 a.m. very often. I would, I'd be like 2 a.m. I'm out, bro. I'm going to bed. But we would just talk about, and it could be about anything. It would not be about one particular topic. It wasn't about Yu-Gi-Oh every time. It wasn't about Pokemon every time. It wasn't about Naruto or One Piece or anything. It was just a different topic every single time somehow. And Kenny is such a ridiculous person that the conversations go in all kinds of directions. And we just end up like, how do we get on this? Like, how are we here? And that's when you listen to some of these podcast episodes, you will hear it happen in real time. You're like, holy shit, this started out as a podcast about like, I don't know, a new video game that came out. And somehow we ended up on abortion rights. And it's like, how did we get here? Like, how do we go from like God of War, the new God of War game to like anything? Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy how far from the shallow we get. So, but yeah, having good chemistry with your friends is important. Yeah, we are going to do the Invincible podcast for sure. I mean, you know, we do the Invincible podcast like every single season. This new season will be no different. But we have a couple things to get to first, because the fucking summer game show and like the Nintendo Direct today and all these other, like there's just been some fucking crazy announcements in the gaming world this week. So the next podcast is actually going to focus on that. But we already recorded the podcast last night that's coming out this Thursday. The podcast comes out every Thursday. And it has come out pretty much every Thursday, I think, for the last several years. But it comes out early for people on Patreon. No bullshit, I may have you sign a Ryza in Pittsburgh, and I have never had someone sign a card before. You are the only person who says take my Ryza as much as you say take my Ryza. Yeah, they announced Ocarina of Time remake. Which is crazy because, guys, you remember I fucking played Ocarina of Time recently on this channel. I did a full playthrough of Ocarina of Time recently, which is crazy because I was just doing that because I like the game. It's a game that I grew up with, and like I beat the game start to finish on the channel, and now they're like remaking it. So now I have to fucking play Ocarina of Time again, and I'm gonna obviously love it. I have to play Ocarina of Time again, remade. When are you finishing Rebirth? That's a good question. I just have not had the desire to play Rebirth, but you know, Final Fantasy VII Revelations got announced, so now I have incentive to actually finish Rebirth. I have incentive to finish it. When is Pittsburgh? Let me check the website. Like, actually, when is Pittsburgh? Because I'm gonna have to get a flight, I think, to that one. Pittsburgh is July 18th and 19th. Okay. Yeah, so I'm on the Retro Reborn Circuit page. And yeah, it looks like Pittsburgh is coming up next month, July 18th and 19th. So it's a month and like 10 days away. So 40 days away. Okay, there's still... Yeah, the flight should... I mean, I live in Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh is also in Pennsylvania. I have no idea what the flights are, but the flights have to be cheap, and if they're not, I'm just going to be like raging. I mean, I don't pay for the flight myself, but like, I still would like the flight to not be expensive. Because why would it be expensive if I live in the same state, right? So let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, wait, what's happening? They're asking me a question. If I book King of Skull Servants and I chain book, can he... What? This is not... If I book King of Skull Servants and I chain book... This needs to be rewritten. I genuinely cannot understand what this is saying. I know LA flights are expensive this summer because of the World Cup. Yeah, that shit is also coming here in Philadelphia, so kind of annoying with that one. If book King of the Skull Servants, can he chain call to summon Lady in White to stop it? Okay. Alright, so place up level 3 or lower monsters on the zombie monster in the field except Lady cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, they are unaffected by spell and trap cards and effects. Yes. So if he brings this out, it becomes unaffected on resolution of Book of Moon. So like she's out first, she applies a continuous effect on the field that nullifies Book of Moon and every other spell or trap effect. Spell and trap cards and effects. So yeah, that play totally works. Yeah, her effect is like, she's not responding to the activation of anything. She's just like a continuous effect that applies. It's like calling on Genzo, like in that same vein, because it's a continuous effect. Yeah, FIFA being held here is so annoying. Yeah, I am not into soccer at all, so like, you know, it's causing issues with transportation and like, you know, just tourism, I guess, which is, I guess, good for the city in terms of revenue, but bad for people who just work here and need to get to and from work, and like everything is harder to get to and everything's more expensive, I guess. Bound to Dowry. This card is so ridiculous. This Graceful Revival is hopping in and out of the graveyard. I should wear a soccer jersey on my next commentating. No, when I commentate, I wear the Retro Reborn gear that was custom made for me. I have like 1-of-1 Retro Reborn gear that I wear. I really like it too. It looks cool. Has a nice substitute on the back, and it says IMNerd. Yeah, the Vayu hoodie is fucking nice. I do like that hoodie a lot. Wait, they're complaining about the heat in America? It's not even that hot. Like on the East Coast, it's not even that hot. Not yet. Like, it's gonna get way worse than this. Summer hasn't even started yet. We also have air conditioning. I feel like if you're European, you're not allowed to complain about another country's heat. Because, like, we actually have air conditioning here. Like, everywhere. So that's just weird. I don't know what athlete, like, you heard complaining about the heat in America, but, like, I feel like there's no shot. Now, if you live in Texas and shit like that, Arizona, like, yeah, obviously, or if you're in those places, that heat is no joke. Also, Vegas, like, there's some, you know, Florida, there's some very hot places, but like where I'm at in Philly, which is where some of these games are going to be played, and in New York, which is where some of the games are going to be played, or I guess New Jersey or whatever, the heat is not that bad yet. Like today was like 80 degrees. It was actually beautiful outside because it was like windy. It had like a nice breeze to it. Not windy, but it was like, it's nice breezes coming through. I actually had lunch outside today. It was awesome. Like I went to a restaurant where they had outdoor seating and it was great. I got a fucking grilled chicken sandwich with avocado and bacon and like a black pepper aioli. Fantastic. I actually took a picture of it. Let me see if I can actually show this on stream. Because I know I love food. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. And it came with... Now, you're not really going to get to see the... I'm just realizing how I took the picture, but the picture is top down of the table, so you're not really going to get to see, like... It's kind of hard to see the sandwich completely, but it came with french fries, too. The french fries, I swear, they have... Their french fries taste like old McDonald's french fries. It was so good. It was from this restaurant in Philadelphia called Park. And Park is like really, really fucking good. P-A-R-C. But yeah, this sandwich is like grilled chicken, bacon, and avocado, and black pepper aioli with like these french fries that I swear on everything, they taste like old McDonald's french fries. They were so fucking good. But yeah, my lunch today was actually crack. Like I'm considering getting that sandwich again, like sometime in the near future, because I think the whole meal, like the sandwich and fries and everything, was $25, which is a little bit more expensive than I normally would spend on lunch, but it's not that much more expensive. Like I typically spend around 20 bucks for lunch, so like it was like 25. The only thing is that if you eat it there, obviously you have to pay, you know, like you have to tip because we're in America. It's annoying. So another thing about Japan that I really like, in Japan there's no tipping, so like you just see food on the menu, you order the food, it tells you what the price is on the menu, and then you pay exactly that. Like there's no like random like, hey, please support the worker who should just be paid by the company that they're working for. What's up, Uzo? Yeah, the fries look like their fries. Like the fries look like McDonald's fries, and they were like, whoever at this restaurant came up with like the recipe for their French fries, very clearly to me at some point worked at McDonald's and knows the secrets of like McDonald's fries, because those were just McDonald's fries, bro. They just were. I click on the stream and see Fraser hover over Lord British and say, this card is so ridiculous. This is why I love JANK. Yeah, I'm going to be doing an update to the JANK ban list this month, at the end of the month. So yeah, exactly. The reason there's no tipping in Japan is because they pay their servers adequately. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, like when you're over there, I've been to Japan several times now, so I'm very used to it. Like when I'm over there, I don't even think of tipping because it's just not a part of their culture. Like they don't expect it either. They're not like putting a tip jar out or something, or waiting around or hovering around you waiting for a tip. Like they genuinely, you like give them your card and they charge and that's it. They just bow at you and then you leave. It's kind of nice. Like things just, you just pay what they cost, and then the business pays the worker. Funny how that works. You only give them a tip if they are cute. I'm sure you're not the only person who does that. They don't turn that. Yeah, that's another thing. In Japan, there's not a fucking tip every single like kiosk you interact with. Like when you know, I was in Target the other day, and that fucking place, Like I went to the self-checkout line, and at the end of me paying for my things, I was standing there like, why is it not going? Like, why is it not going through? Like, why is this not done? And I realized on the screen it was like waiting for me to confirm if I wanted to give money away to something, and I was like, what? No, like no. Please, like let me buy this bottle of water. Like I'm buying I went in there for a fucking bottle of water. I ended up leaving with a bottle of Fresca. Like I did not come in here to buy a bunch of shit and then support whatever came up on that screen. I immediately said no thanks. But yeah, in Japan they don't turn the iPad around on you and then expect you to like get guilted into tipping or something. The result of tipping on a restaurant's bottom line is what allows chain restaurants to exist in the US. He said, oh no, not Target. Listen, I haven't been to a Target genuinely in a very long time. But the reason why we went there is because we were in Delaware the night before the Retro Reborn, or maybe this is Saturday night, I think. This is the Saturday night. So this is Sean McCabe topped. And Saturday night, me and him were like, we wanted to go to a Walmart. All the Walmarts were closed in the area. So it was like, well, there's a Target 6 miles away. And he wanted to get shampoo or something for his hair because he has a whole thing where he likes a very specific shampoo and he forgot to pack it. So I was like, okay, I'll go with you because I don't want to retire like just going go to bed. It was like, I don't know, maybe like 11 p.m., maybe like 10 p.m. or something like that. It was early. So I was like, I don't want to just like go to bed. So I was like, I'm down to go. It was actually kind of fun. Like we went there and the store was relatively empty and there were just people in there being ridiculous. It was very empty though. One time I had my dog and none of the servers wanted to serve me in a patio, but the one server who did, I tipped $100 and she was so grateful. She earned it. They didn't want to serve you because you had your dog? Fraser read the prompt and was like, man, fuck them kids. I mean, typically, I am team fuck them kids when it comes to like I don't have children. So I don't have like this attachment to children that people who have children do. Like I just don't, like, especially when people talk about their children, like I don't care. I also don't plan to have any children. Like I'm not a kid person. Like I don't really care for children. But that's just the whole thing. Like I'm not, if the kiosk says something about like, would you like to donate to St. Charles, whatever, no, like no. Because also I don't trust you fuckers to give my money to St. Charles Hospital or whatever. Like I just don't trust you. There's way too much scandals and nonsense going on in the world already. Too much corruption for me to believe that my dollar or whatever it says is going to these children. I just do not believe it. There's like shit in Philadelphia right now where we have like a soda tax and all these other taxes that were supposed to go to public schools in Philadelphia. And it's like, it generates like millions of dollars a year. There's like a tax on soda in Philadelphia. So if you buy a soda here, like a Pepsi or Coke or anything, if you buy a sugary drink in Philadelphia, you pay like an extra amount because there's a tax on it in this city. And I don't drink soda or juice anyway. So like I don't drink Pepsi, I don't drink Dr. Pepper, I don't drink any of that shit. And I just haven't for like decades now. But people who do have to pay like extra money in the city for it. And the goal of that tax was, it was supposed to create a fund that goes to, again, Philadelphia public schools. I'll tell you right now, Philadelphia public schools are so egregiously bad. And they just closed 20 of them. Like, I kid you not, like, literally there was an announcement, like, I don't know, a month ago, maybe less than a month ago, that 20 public schools in Philadelphia are closing down. That money is not going to Philadelphia public schools. Like, full stop. Like, none of that money is going to Philadelphia public schools. Not a material amount. Motherfuckers will support the kids at St. Charles, but not their own kids. Isn't that stuff like a known scam anyway? Like they've already made the donation, then asking for after constantly it's dumb. Yeah, I just don't trust I don't trust that things are going to be allocated correctly. The older I get, there's just too much corruption when it comes to all of those. Like every time you hear about some kind of foundation or something, you always later on find out that they're fucking scamming. Somebody was skimming. Somebody was enriching their lifestyle and like using it to fund their lavish lifestyle. And it's really unfortunate that it is that way. You think I would be a great dad? I'm afraid that I would be a dad at all. I don't necessarily believe that I would be a great dad because I have nothing to base that off of. Like, I imagine that I would love my child and want to do right by them. But here's the thing. I had this conversation with one of my coworkers who's way older than me and has just one daughter, and she had her daughter when she was 40. And me and her were talking about how, and at the time we had this conversation, I was 24 maybe. So this is a long time ago. And we were talking about how no matter what, every parent fucks up their child in some way. Like, every single one. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. You are going to mess your kid up in some way. Your goal as a parent is to try to do your best and like not fuck them up so bad that it's, you know, it just ruins their life. But like, you are going to fuck your child up in some way. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't have something that their parent did wrong. You just have to hope to God that you don't get like, you don't get G and end up with the parents who just they like hard throw, right? Like they just like fuck it up real bad. But every parent is just like somewhere along the lines, you are going to do something to your kid that just like has a long-term effect on the kid. Even if they don't realize it or not, like it doesn't matter. So, like, I know personally, I am a selfish person when it comes to, like, what I mean by that is I like to travel on a whim. So I will just decide randomly, like, hey, I want to go to this like, I want to go to this city. I'm just going. Like, I'm just going. I'm not thinking about it. I don't have any animals. I don't have any children. So I can just go. I can just do whatever I want to do. I also make purchases that are like, if I had a kid, I would definitely have to think about them. And right now, I just don't think about when I buy things that I want. Like, I just like, I want this will make me happy. And that's the only consideration is like, will this make me happy? Yes, buy it. But when you have a kid, like, those things have to change. And I'm not willing to do that. So I don't think I should be a parent. And I think that, like, I wish more people would think about how selfish they are so that they don't have children, because I love how this is like a Yu-Gi-Oh channel and we're talking about like fucking parenting. But yeah, I just wish more people thought like, hey, I know myself. I would not be a good parent for X, Y, and Z reasons. Maybe I should wait until I either mature, or I get to a space where I don't feel as selfish, or I get to a space where, like, you know, whatever. But unfortunately, people don't think about those things. I want me some ulti JDs, but apparently I have to feed the kids. Yeah, like ulti JD is very expensive now, right, chat? Isn't it like, is it like $400? Is that true? How much is ulti JD, chat? Do we have to go on TCG player? Hold on, let me go on TCG player. I love when we do this. Let's do this as a community. I love when we look up cards on TCG player. All right, I'm gonna pull up TCG player, and we are going to type in Judgment Dragon UTR. All right, the market price for Judgment Dragon is $450. Now this one right here says that it's 300 and it's lightly played, which is fine. So this is like the last man standing right here. And I'm going to check the sales data real quick. A few more data. I don't want, okay. I'm going to take the damage filter off because, like, I don't believe in damage cards personally. Like, I just fully do not believe in damage cards. That's just not a thing. So I only look at lightly played, which is typically what I would order, and near mint. Because I order cards when I play them. If I am going to, like, buy cards, I'm going to play with the card, so it's fun that it's lightly played. Yeah, so once this one is gone, JDs are like $450. That's wild. That is wild. That is so wild. Oh god, I can't type. Like again, I don't want to see moderately played. Like moderately played is also unacceptable. Caius in a language that is not European is $800 each for light play. And near mints are approaching $1,000. They almost are $1,000. That is fucking crazy. What is this thing? Oh, it's PSA graded. This is wild. This is wild. Dark Arm, $700 to $800. Things have gotten so bad. Like in a good way, I guess, for people who collect and who own like retro Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Retro Yu-Gi-Oh, I am glad that retro Yu-Gi-Oh has some staying power when it comes to the price of our cards is not tanked by Konami or anything. Because y'all know how modern be. Modern cards be worthless. Trey Jones, thank you for the sub. Moderately played is like 285. Like, yeah, I never touch moderately played. Like, I will not order because I can't play with a card that's moderately played because then it'll just be a marked card. Teach them how to play Edison and GOAT. Yeah, if I had a kid, I would definitely introduce them to like all of my things that I love, like anime, video games, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. I mean, what choice would I have, right? They would see me doing this and be like, Dad, what are you doing? And I can't like hide it from them. Like, hey, this is a game that I grew up with and I love dearly. We should do the Price is Right with card values. That could be fun. Look at Ulti Dark. Yeah, I did. For sure, just as life is, we make mistakes. It's just there's millions of opinions today, thousands book telling what is supposedly good parenting, but in the end, even loving parents won't do perfect. Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect parent. And like, you do have to forgive your parents to a degree. Like, granted, there's, you know, context matters. There's varying levels of fuck ups that parents can do. Some parents definitely should not be forgiven, obviously. And then some of them should be because they're people too. But these cards though, these Ulti Dark Arms though, are fucking $788 and $700. How much is Secret First Edition? So Ulti is my favorite rarity. I do not fuck with like I know some people like, you know, the original printing of it or whatever, but that's not a thing for me. Like, I'm not into that. So near mint first edition is like $700 or $1,000. Yeah, I'll pass on the first edition secret, but you know, if it's Ulti, you can pass that right over. You can pass that right on over. You're making Edison too popular? I am not making Edison too popular. The only people who make Edison popular are you guys, the people who play Edison and like buy the cards themselves. Like, I don't really buy Edison cards. I just make content for Edison. Yeah, the prices have gotten crazy though. Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Hedging inflation feels so good. I'll be playing both days. What about moderately play extra deck cards? Moderately play extra deck cards are fine. I still personally don't order anything moderately played. That's just like a rule of mine. Like when I go on TCG Player, I immediately sort by light play, near mint every time. Like that, I don't even consider the alternative. Like this filter is always exactly the same. Light plate, near mint every time. That's the only cards I look at. Moderately played is unacceptable for me because like I just can't have someone thinking that I fucking marked my card, but I ordered it that way. Like, I just cannot have that be a narrative that like your fucking card is like hard marked in this area or whatever, and like some judge telling me that they can cut to it. Like, no, you can't. So I don't fuck with moderately played, because I don't want to risk it being weird. Like the card has like some weird marking or something like that. Like, I'll pass. I'm a rarity whore. My cards need to look pretty. So I didn't used to be a rarity whore, but now I am. It all started when my best friend gifted me that Hero Frog deck in 2023 for my birthday. Max rarity, like first edition Miracle Fusions, ulti, first edition Tree Frog ulti, 3 ulti Caiuses, ulti first edition Rises, that Stalos, even though he didn't know that I don't really play that Stalos, or Tragodia, but he gave me like ulti Tragodia, fucking ulti Super Polys, like all of it. Like just all of these cards, triple ulti Battle Fader first edition. And that, once I had that, I was like, well, it's weird for me to not have the other cards that I start adding to the deck not be max rarity, right? It'll be weird to be like, oh, I now play Future Fusion and Dandy, but at the time I did it when he gifted it to me, so like I had to still get a Future Fusion first edition ulti and a Dandelion first edition ulti, and he was like, I'll just get them for you, and I was like, okay, sure. I have this problem now where I just need like the cards to be that, and I didn't have that problem before. This is a really long match. By really long, I mean like a 50-minute plus match, I feel like. But we have a winner. Churro Nation admitted defeat, so spaceships win that one. All right, let's go find somebody else playing Jank. Does tournaments with pricing influence the retro Yu-Gi-Oh pricing? I assume everything does, so yes. Like, I assume it's a combination of many factors. I don't think that like there's one factor that determines the price of a card, and I think that's how like everything that's priced works, basically. Like, there are multiple factors along the way that influence the price of something. Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, like if retro Yu-Gi-Oh had no tournaments, I think the price of the cards would definitely go down, because what's the purpose outside of collecting? What's the purpose of having all of these retro cards, right? Like if you can't really use them in person. World Champion D presents flew up. I bought 2 for 40 each. Do you see a time in the future where you stop playing and making Edison content? I do not. I like being a content creator very much. I also like Edison very much. And I'm a creature of habit, so if I like something, I tend to do it because it brings me joy. So that is how I operate. Okay. Ooh, I don't recognize. Well, they would always be here. So Ty's playing with Tim. Okay, let's watch that. Chances on revisiting Burning Abyss Cleave Shadal format. Like me personally, I personally don't have any interest in that. Like, so I do the things that I'm interested in general, and like you guys will be the first to know if I was interested in playing Burning Abyss Cleave Shadal format. Also, I think Cleave is so cringe. Nirma is my go-to light plate I need to see. While it's cool seeing the price of the cards, but you should also check the most recent sold listings. It gives a better idea how much people are paying. I agree. Because like people can list their cards for anything. But like the thing is also, here's the thing. Once every single Judgment Dragon is listed as $800 and there are no Judgment Dragons on the market less than $800, like that is the price of Judgment Dragon. Like because you cannot find it for less than $800 on the internet, at least. So it's just like, this is what it is until somebody lists it for less, and then they're going to list it for like fucking $780 or something. At that point, like after taxes and shit, like you're still paying $800 for the Judgment Dragon. Like I don't know what to tell you. So, but yeah, completed listings, like, you know, obviously I understand the idea of completed listings. I use completed listings when I go on eBay all the time. Would you ever do react videos to others' Yu-Gi-Oh collections? No. I don't really care about other people's Yu-Gi-Oh collections. That doesn't like do anything for me. You need to get your collection insured. Ultimate Dark Arm was 400 1 month ago. Now it's 800. For me, this is my side hustle outside of work and gym. It's Edison. Magic the Gathering allows. I heard that Magic the Gathering, they've been doing that for like a long time too, right? Like they allow proxies of the expensive cards. That's awesome. Yeah, I will say I played Edison since 2022 and I did not win a tournament in Edison until after my deck was max rarity. So, you know, Oprah meme, I guess. Not saying the two things are related, but just saying the facts, right? Like, I topped a lot before my deck was max rarity, but I didn't win until it was max rarity. So, you know? And I noticed that a lot of people that win, their decks be nice. Like Sizzle's deck is nice. Sasha Egger's deck is nice. Everyone knows you draw better with max rarity cards. Hoban wrote an entire article about this, I think. I swear on everything. I feel like I remember Hoban writing something that was like, if you have max rarity, it'll make you play better, therefore you'll like do better or something. I forget the logic that he used because you know that, you know, he be having the logic. But when I remember being younger, because he wrote that when I was in my 20s, and I really didn't care about max rarity then either. So I was like, this is so ridiculous. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, I really do enjoy max rarity a lot. I kind of get it from like, if you just like your deck, you like the way it looks, you like shuffling it, you like seeing the cards, like maybe that does have some subconscious effect on you. Someone needs to win with an all commons main deck. And Edison, you probably can get a lot. You actually can get a lot of decks common. And it would be kind of funny to have somebody pull up with like a fucking common out like Hero Frog deck or Value deck or Blackwing deck and just win a tournament, since those are the decks that win like every tournament. I actually wonder how common can Value Turbo get, because Value is not common itself, right? Like Value does not come common. I'm gonna check. I don't think I've ever seen a common Value in my life. Yeah, I don't think this card comes common. Now you guys got me curious of how much ulti value is. First edition, of course. Then there's no white plate. It's just straight up like near mint. Like, damn. Yeah, they're very expensive. Your commentary for the GOAT finals at Retro Reborn was wild. I love the live group therapy session. Yeah. I am a man of many hats. I wear a lot of hats. Damn, everything comes common except value itself. That's so interesting. So you can have a value turbo deck that's common except the actual card that the deck is named after. Unless you get OCG, which I personally would not like having to do that. Just like my whole deck is English and then I have like 3 Japanese values or whatever. You think someone is doing an Edison buyout? Interesting. I mean, clearly all the prices are going up, and if someone is manipulating the market, which is very possible, because it's not like the stock, there's only so many shares of stock when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? There's only so many copies of the cards. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can really just do a buyout and then name your own price, aka market manipulation. Playing max rarity makes you feel more confident, right? For me, like, so I guess because I never needed max rarity to like win or top in the past, I personally don't feel that max rarity has an effect on me when I'm playing, but I like having max rarity cards, but like, I don't think that it actually, like for me, I don't think it actually does really anything besides just like the cards look nice. But when I'm playing, I don't really even think about the rarity, honestly. Like, it's kind of a secondary thing. Usually if my opponent will say, like, I'll summon Swap Frog, like I have ulti Euro English Swap Frogs, and they, you know, they're very dark. So I'll summon it and like send Treeworm Frog to the grave, which is also like first edition ulti Euro print English, crazy swirls, and they like, people will comment and be like, oh, that's really nice. And then that's when that's when I'll realize, like, oh yeah, like that is a thing, but it's secondary to me. Like I'm more focused on like the game. What do you think about squirrel format? I have no idea what you're talking about, Blessed Bacon. I have no idea what you're talking about, so I have no thoughts on it. Max rarity gives you aura. Everything common but 3 ulti value. I feel like that would be a little sus. If your value turbo deck was literally everything common and then your values and only the values were just ulti, that's like a little sus. Yes, I will most likely be commentating like I have been all of the Retro Reborn events. Max Rarity Lightsworn looks dope in OCG. Does it really? I think Max Rarity Lightsworn in the TCG looks amazing. Like, I love when people have Max Rarity Lightsworn decks. The Ulti Euro Dandies are so good. Oh yeah, I got those too. I got those at San Jose. I got Ulti Euro Dandelion and I got Ulti Euro First Edition Pot of Avarices. Shout out to Eric Choi Dehan. That guy is insane. He the plug. Do I think Konami employees buy out or sell cards based on what they know is coming? I have no idea. I've never once given that any thought whatsoever. People might even get intimidated by max rarity. You think so? Maybe. I guess I can't comprehend stuff like that because that's never been like a thing for me. Like when I've played people, I've been playing this game since I was a child. Like when I play against people and they have a really nice deck, I never were thought like this person is better than me or anything, or like this person might play well because they have nice cards. I've beaten so many people, even as a kid, who had really, really, really nice decks because when I was a kid, I could just, I just had everything at like whatever rarity I packed it at for the most part. And you play against like adults, and some of the adults would have fucking just blinged out to the 9 decks because they're an adult. Like we had, doctors that played sometimes at our local and shit. Like they'd be in scrubs playing against me as a teenager, and like their deck would be whatever at the time was max rarity, which thinking about it now probably wasn't even that expensive because Yu-Gi-Oh has gotten way expensive in the last several years, but it didn't always used to be so expensive, so they could easily afford like whatever the max rarity was back then. But I never was like, oh man, this guy has such a nice deck, I'm intimidated by it. Like again, when I play someone, I don't even consider the rarity of their cards. It's not even a thought in my mind. It's such a secondary thing that unless it's specifically brought up, I won't even notice that your cards are like whatever the fuck they are. Like if you have like a ulti first plague spreader that is like green or something like that, I like during the match, I genuinely don't even notice that or care. 100%. I love shiny cards, and I'm just your average duelist. Yeah, like honestly, a lot of the people that I've played against, and this is not retro Yu-Gi-Oh, but when I played against people when I was playing modern, I guess. So like playing hat format in 2014, which would have been at that time like what modern Yu-Gi-Oh was. When I would play against people who would have like a max rarity deck, a lot of times they'd be ass. Like I wouldn't notice until after the match that like, oh yeah, your deck is nice or whatever. Like Sana Slip. Like again, it's just not a thing during the match that I really care about. Different strokes for different folks. And as a person who never cared about rarities until literally 2023. You know what's weird? I'm getting this strange feeling. I have not touched my deck in a month. So like I don't even know. Like I hope I know where my cards are right now. Like I assumed they're just like somewhere in this room, but like I haven't seen them in a while because I just haven't reached for them. And now I kind of want to go grab them. Because we're doing all this talk about like the rarities and shit, and it's just making me think about it. Like think about my cards. I know at this point your least favorite thing is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Would you say that was a feeling after winning the Ultimate Time Wizard and felt complete or complacent, or were you already feeling that way? So even when I competed during the 2010s, which is like the primary period of time that I played Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, like that's when I was flying to events and stuff, there was always this part of me that like had anxiety about Yu-Gi-Oh when it comes to competing, especially once I became like so known, because that was something that I never like knew would happen. Like I played Yu-Gi-Oh since I was a young teenager, and I was like a local, you know, just a local player. Like I didn't go anywhere. I was played at locals in Philly, and that was it. And in Philadelphia, I was known as like a good player, but you know, you read like metagame.com and you see like all these names and these teams like Team Overdose and Team Avalanche or whatever the teams were, Comic Odyssey, you know, all that stuff. And there's all these like storied players on there. And so I aspire to be good enough to compete with those players, but like it wasn't until most of them had started like retiring when I started playing competitively for real. You know, like Dale Lazaro and like Shane Scurry and all of those guys, like the old guard. When I started playing competitively, like there were still some of them around, like Jerry Wang. I played Jerry Wang like when I won YCS Atlanta. He was my round 9 match. But at that point, I think he had already won like 3 YCSs / SJCs, and then he like kind of quit after that. And then like Shane Scurry, I don't think was really playing that much at that time. Like I forget if Adam Korn was, I don't know if Adam was playing at that time, but I feel like a lot of people were just kind of like out of the game or like headed out of the game. And this is like the era where like Billy Break is starting to become a thing, and that whole time it's like the second guard or whatever I'll just call it. I always hate before round 1. Like I've spoke about this in my podcast and stuff, but like before round 1, I have like anxiety that makes it where I don't like to eat. Like I don't eat during tournaments. I don't eat prior to tournaments either. Like I don't eat like in the morning. I don't eat breakfast or anything like that, because just like my stomach is always in knots for whatever reason though. So like I have all of that anxiety, and then for whatever reason, once I start playing round 1, game 1, it just like disappears. It's really strange. Like it's only up until the point where they say like Yu-Gi-Oh players like pairings for round 1 are posted, and that's like the height of it when I get the pairings. But then once I actually like sit down and pull out my mat and my deck box and shuffle my deck, like it's like almost like I transform into a different person, because it just completely goes away. However, I still remember the feeling of that, and I still like know the feeling of that, and I don't like the feeling of that. That is one of the reasons why I genuinely do not like playing Yu-Gi-Oh as much as I like every other aspect of it. So to like answer your question, I think it's a combination of both things. It's like I always felt that way, but then after winning and also like contributing so much to the Hero Frog success in this format, like I consider myself to be one of the most quintessential pieces of Hero Frog success in the format, just like modernizing the deck and making it an actual winning deck. That is a huge accomplishment for me, and that feels like beating the game. So there's a part of me that is definitely was complacent afterwards, and I've been that way, and I'm fine with that. Like I said in like Rush Hour, like I'm a person that I got my win. I'm very happy for that. I did exactly what I wanted to do. But like after that, it's like I'm more so focused on my channel. So all right, who, let me see, where are we at now? Spencer and Revo, are they still playing the first? Wait, that's the Blur and Poppy Churro. Okay. No offense to the guy, but that video of Ruxin playing Black Wings in paper is a perfect example of why one shouldn't be intimidated by high rarities at events. Hero Frog max rarity is like 20 ultis in the main deck. Yeah, there are a lot of ultis in the Hero Frog deck. Rises, if you play 1 or 2 or 3, Rises are ulti, Miracle Fusions are ulti. If you play Future Fusion and Dandelion, those are ultis. Stratos, Alias, Malicious Edge. Yeah, Rhoda, E-Call don't come ulti. Heavy Storm doesn't come ulti, right? MST, if you play it, comes ulti. What else is there? Miracle, if I didn't say Miracle Fusion, obviously Miracle Fusion. Battle Fader is ulti. Gores and the Junk Synchron are not. Oh, what the hell? So wait, who won this one? Revo? Okay, Creating Chaos lost to Fresh. No. You have a funny story about Ryan, the guy on Comic Odyssey from '05. My friend beat him at the SJC in Charlotte during GOAT format and he started crying. Huh. I mean, I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh players cry for sure. I've seen many Yu-Gi-Oh players cry, especially ones that I know, from losing in a frustrating way. I've seen people go back to the hotel room and cry. I've definitely seen people get very emotional. For sure. I do not know the Adam Corn Mind Crush story. During Teleday, he goes set 1, normal Stratos, opponent goes Mind Crush, call D draw. and he had said it before. Wait, what? During tell that he goes set 1 normal Stratos and his opponent mind crushes D-draw, and that's the card that he fucking set. That is like 4D chess shit right there. Like what is going on? You have OD anxiety before round 1? Willie, what's up? Yeah, I definitely have anxiety before round 1 of tournaments. Which is so weird because I remember thinking to myself, eventually this will stop, right? Like eventually you do something over and over and over again. And this is, I would tell myself like, it'll stop eventually, right? Like I've done this so many times. How could it continue to be a thing? And it just never, ever, ever, not once, wasn't a thing. Like it's always been a thing. It's so hard to sleep for me the night before top cut. Is it because your brain is just like in overdrive? Is it one of those things where like your brain just cannot rest? You're just thinking about tomorrow and the matches and all that stuff so much? Is that what it is? I think I'm pretty like whatever when it comes to like if I top a tournament Saturday and I have to come back and play Sunday, I don't think I've ever been kept up from it. Like, so I'm borderline narcoleptic when it comes to going to bed at events. I can just be in mid conversation with the people in my hotel room if there are any, and go to bed mid conversation. I'm like known for it. Like my friends know that I will be mid conversation with them and fall asleep. Like McCabe actually made fun of me for it this past weekend because me and him were together the whole weekend, and he was talking about like how I used to just fall asleep talking. Like we'd be in a conversation going back and forth. He's like, next thing I know, you just are snoring, like completely 100% asleep. So yeah, when it's time for me to finally go to bed, like I just go to bed. Yu-Gi-Oh has not kept me up in terms of like literally I have a phrase that I say, like a quote or whatever you want to call it, but like the thing I say always is like my misplays keep me up at night. But that just means that like I obsess over my misplays, but they don't literally keep me up at night. Like when it's time to go to bed, I go to bed. Even if I topped, I still go to bed. What does it feel like being known by many people by first and last name? One of the funny things about that is like people who don't know me call me by my whole name, which as you can imagine, right? No one else does that. Like no one at my job, no one who's my friend calls me by my first and last name, but people who don't really know me, but just know of me or whatever, call me my entire name. And so that is definitely like a funny thing, but I've been used to it for, 16 years now. So it's like, it is what it is. But that is one of the like funny things about it. It can definitely be like a lot just being in a place where like, people want to talk about one of the things that is just like, people just have to have more self-awareness. No one cares about how you lost your last round. Like I promise you, nobody but you care about how you lost your last round. So if you're at a tournament and like you lost your last round, and even if you think it's like the greatest thing ever or the funniest thing ever or the sackiest thing ever, telling that to someone else, especially someone who you're not friends with, is kind of cringe. And like always has been and always will be. Like it's just kind of cringe, especially if it wasn't provoked. Like non-provoked, trying to tell somebody like how you lost your round is so cringe. And I feel like that's something that happens to people who are known more than not, like more than people who are just like, obviously if you're just a guy walking around, nobody fucking cares. But that is one of the experiences that is just like so weird. How many people don't have the self-awareness to know like nobody cares about that but you. Yeah, Garen had a hilarious Facebook post about that. Yeah, it's like a real thing. Like it's such a cringe thing when people be like, yo, you want to know how I lost my last round? It's like, no, absolutely not. Do not care. Yeah, Garen is great. Not this fucking turtle just holding it down, bro. Not Dupe Frog still holding it down in a different format. Reptilian Gardener. I mean, I engage in random small talk as well, really, before, like, in between rounds. One of my favorite things is, like, talking to my friends after the round. Because win, lose, or draw, right? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Some people are going to get lucky. Some people are going to have funny stories. Some people are going to get unlucky. It is going to, you know, the tournament's going to be what it is. You go to enough tournaments, you realize, like, if it's your day, it's your day. If it's not your day, the game will very blatantly make it clear that it is not your day. I do enjoy talking to my friends at events a lot, and that's one of my favorite parts about events. It's one of the reasons why I'm even back in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Space is because a lot of my friends are Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and, you know, they also are at these events, so it's really nice to have that. Although I've taken on a very different role from my, like, you know, previously I was always just a player, and now I'm in like a room commentating the whole time, or like I'm off to the side commentating. So I don't interact as much with my friends at events the way I normally would. But then, you know, after the event, like after day one, or like, you know, the night before, like Friday night is always great. Like Friday, everyone flying in, being in a lobby, those days are amazing to me. And they always have been. Like the days of just like Friday before a tournament, before YCS back in the day, Friday before an Edison major, those days are amazing. And then like Saturday night, going out to eat with everybody. If you topped, obviously that feels good. But going out to eat with everyone and just talking. After Retro Reborn San Jose day one, so like Dirk Wagner won the tournament, we had a table of like literally 20 people. Like it might have been more than 20. I would just say 20 to keep it simple. We had a table of 20 people at that dinner, and it was like really, really fun. Just like Dirk sat directly in front of me, and then like I think Marcus was to his left, and then like HG19 was to his right or some shit. Like it was like HG19, Dirk, Marcus, or whatever. Like a bunch of people just like that I really, really enjoy talking to and being around. And those moments are the best thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! To me. That is like the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the dinners and the conversations that we have as a group with our friends. That shit is so fun. Like I wish that those dinners could go on forever. Same thing at where was I at where we all went out? Detroit was the same thing. Like we went out after Detroit day one, I think. We all went out after day one, and it was like 20 of us again. And I talked to Dirk at this bar restaurant, which was really loud. I talked to Dirk for like well over an hour, and we shared like a bunch of ideas, and we always have these really long conversations that I find him to be so smart and interesting. Like he's just one of my favorite people, like by far. Like, and I only see him at Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. Like I never interact with him outside of that, but I just love talking to Dirk. Like he's so fascinating to me, like just in a funny way, and also like just in an intellectual way. I just see he's like brilliant. So I love that. That's like one of my favorite things, like just talking to people. I love Sizzle. I love Eric Chai. Like there's so many people that I just like love being around. Just the energy, the vibes, like everything. It's just like that's the best part. Like I don't care if I win every event. I don't care if I fucking lose every event. Just like as long as I get to have a good time with my friends. Honestly, like I know it might sound like bullshit, but truthfully that is the best part, especially as I get older and you realize that like life is very transitory. So Like, we are all getting older, and I find myself cherishing moments that I have with my friends more than when I was like 20, and I just, you know, when you're 20, you don't really perceive the future the same way. You're actually with Garen right now? Tell Garen I said what's up. Yeah, Garen's great. Garen is really funny, and he's the best person to be friends with on Facebook because his posts are just great. You know, Facebook is like the boomer social media. Reptilian Vasky is a card that genuinely seems almost out of place in Edison. Like, the fact that this thing can pop and attack still baffles me. Once per turn, you can select and destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls. It doesn't say anything about, like, this turn this monster can't attack or anything. It's like 2600, so it's bigger than all the Monarchs, bigger than Stardust, bigger than Armor Master, Armwing, all that stuff. And it fucking pops and attacks. And for some random reason, there can only be one face-up. So if you ever found yourself in a mirror match, which will only happen in this format, like, they can't summon theirs while you have one, apparently. At least that's what I understand from that last line. There can only be one face-up on the field. Your friend was 6'2" at Raleigh 2024 with Hero Reptiles? Interesting. Where's the live stream banana? I could turn into a banana at any point. Let me see if I actually... Hold on, let me... This is about to be unhinged. I don't know if this will work while I'm already using the camera for something else, but let's see if this does work. All right, I'm gonna see if this works, chat. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. How do I get this to actually show me? What do I have to do here? I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can do it if I'm, like I said, I'm already using my camera, like my regular camera. Oh, okay, wait, no, that doesn't work either. Oh, All right, there we are. All right. Can you guys see me? How's it going? How goes it? All right, hold on. Let me fix this. See, I'm a banana now. All right, I gotta flip myself. Hold on, let me flip myself. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm back, and I am a banana. So, as you can see, I'm still here, but we are in banana mode. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of here. Let's go find another match. Gotta make the top video. Gotta make the top Edison player's video as a banana. Yeah, sometimes you just want to be a banana. All right, I'm going to read some chat. I love how all it took was for somebody to ask me, where's the live stream banana? And I just became a banana, like Insta. Like, that's literally all it took was like, where's the live stream banana? And I was like, all right, I'm a banana now. Oh God, not Final Countdown. Oh no. #1 up and coming VTuber for real. My favorite elongated fruit that is technically a berry. What? Is a banana really? I never knew that, if that is true. Mana mana do 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 do. What's it like being a banana? Well, I'll tell you this. I like getting peeled. Anyway, okay, so what game are they in? This is game 3. Okay, thank God it's game 3. Imagine coming in on this at the beginning. Oh God, they have a ruling question. If I, oh wait, no, hold on. Neat ruling on Zero Gardener. He's using it as a quick effect. Why is this not? Why can I not move Dueling Book right now? What the hell? Chat. No, not the public chat. Okay, can I move this? Like, why is this not letting me move it? I cannot move this private chat, bro. Like, literally. Anyway, all right. I don't really need to, but I kind of wanted to. Actually, I do need to because I want to read this card. You contribute this card to activate this effect. If you do, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. This effect can be activated during either player's turn. Oh, it says it. Yeah, no, you can. It says you can. It says it's a quick effect. Chainlink 1 darken, Chainlink 2 0. It's a quick effect. That's how quick effect work. That's how they work. Yeah, he can use it on your turn, like any other quick effect, in response to something. It's a spell speed 2 effect. So, not this is an unk test. Unk, 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 unk. Unk, 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 unk. Unk test. I want my name to be Spaghetti. If Garden was spell speed 1, it would be useless. Oh, man. You make nothing but good points. I tell ya. Substitute camera on the way. You could get hella creative with it. Yeah, I do want to get a substitute camera, but I feel like I'm gonna have to pay someone to like create that for me. Like that is not something that just exists. Which honestly, I would not mind paying someone to make me a virtual avatar as substitute. Like I would absolutely pay for that. Like I'm not even joking. I am not fucking kidding, Andy. Okay? That field is random as hell. Darkened, Flameville Fire Dog, and Grandma. Like a bunch of animals walk into a bar. There's a dog, mole, and a dragon. And then there's a magician. Oh god, there's a psycho. Andinator X. Hello, Andinator. How are you? Jinzo has to be the nail in the coffin, right? Threatening roar. Yeah, nope, can't do that. All right, well, Jinzo is really broken in this format. And like JANK, like Jinzo's just nice. Jinzo's also apparently been really good in actual Edison format. Like outside of Jinzo TK, like they're, you know, frogs. Chris Brogan played 3 of it in his side deck, and shit's been popping off, bro. People have been loving their Jinzo. Now, I'm not a Jinzo believer in frogs, but I get why people play it. And I was never like, this card's unplayable. I just think there are better options. But yeah, Jinzo out here nowadays. Y'all really on this fire dog. Don't eat me. Please. Please. Ranch. 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 Stardust and Fire Dog. Okay. We're just spamming rekindlings at this point. Just giving it out. We're just giving it out. Dun 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 dun. Jinzo can also solo frog players if they don't expect it. True. Like, if you get caught lacking with your back row all exposed like that, don't just get your back row all exposed. Don't just be having your back row exposed. Set 1. They did all of that rekindling and shit, and all I see is 1 Stardust. Kind of crazy. What's with the Flamvell Fairies? This is like a thing in actual Edison too. People like Flamvell Fairies specifically. I'm just trying to understand what the correlation is between the two. Those two engines seem very, like, at odds with each other. Like, I don't see any... Like, in JANK, this is fine. Like, I'm not really criticizing this in JANK format. But, like, what are we doing in actual Edison with, like, Fairy Flamvel? Like, why? Am I missing something? All right, well, let's see how we're moving along in this bracket. Okay, so Revo is in winners finals, waiting for the winner of Tim, which is this match we're watching right now. Okay, that checks out. And Creating Chaos is playing against Sasha. Edison is playing. Okay, so it looks like things are moving along. Maybe it's the recruiters. They always have a body to tune with. Yeah, that doesn't seem great though. I just imagine it's another deck that gets DDV'd out the format. Like, it doesn't solve. So the problem with fairy decks tends to be that they get DDV'd into oblivion. And I don't think the Flamvel engine solves it. In fact, you're playing like Flamvel Magician, which also gets DDV'd. Like, maybe Fairy Machina or something. Because, like, Machina, none of the Machina cards get affected by DDV. Simpson randomly said Flamvel Fairy has cooked him a few times online. I mean, he's a GB player, so I can see that happening. Because GBs, McCabe was telling me in the car ride that GBs are good against meta decks when you know what the meta is, but not good when you don't. So if you play against random decks with GBs, that's how you end up losing. So that checks out. So it seems like Simpson and McCabe both think that exact same thing. Because, like, Flamvel Fairies are random as fuck, but they both feel like a deck that is just not the meta is scary for GBs to play against. Okay, I like what Azu said. Dog beats over hamster. Fairy struggle against high defense monsters. That's true. A dupe frog or a hamster is so good against fairies. So Flamvel Fire Dog beating over that makes sense. Like, that is something that it does cover. It's still just it seems like such a random engine though. Like, two engines together. Like, you know, I'm obviously a bit biased, but like, when I think about engines that work cohesively together, I'm going to think about something like Hero Frogs. And in that deck, you have like heroes and frogs, and you end up with this beautiful marriage of water and heroes that make Miracle Fusion. It literally blends together to create this boss monster. But you don't really have that. Like, your boss is Christia still, I imagine. Oh no, not the plant. The fucking plant. Is he giving us back? Did he normal summon? Oh, take an extra 100. Oh, he did not. Damn. Damn. Now I'm taking your Colossal like that. You gonna let him take your girl like that? You gonna let him take your girl like that? Reinforced truth. E3 made a video on Flamvel Fairies and explained that it counters DDV, Light Imprisoning, Kaiku, Shura, and Super Nimble Mega Hamster. I gotta see these Flamvel Fairy lists, because I feel like they still lose to the same things that Fairy would naturally lose to, aka So like a dew frog still walls out your entire engine, right? Like you do not cover the frog matchup at all with adding Flamvel to your deck. Yeah, I think you actually just make it worse. And I'm just curious of how many cards in your deck still just get DDV'd. But thank you for that context. Yeah, I've seen JX89 play it outside of JANK, and that's why I'm wondering what is the through line for these two engines, because I don't know if Flamvel Fairies have ever topped anything. And I'm trying to remember. Maybe they have. There's been a lot of Edison tournaments by now. So, you know, you guys keep me honest. If you know something I don't know, tell me. Seriously. Ranch. Ranch. He got his girl back. He did indeed get his girl back. Light Imprisoning Mirror is fake. And Kaiku isn't even that good against fairies because D outclears it for +1. Yeah, I do agree with that. Light Imprisoning Mirror. I think Sean McKay might have been the only person in the entire top 16 this past weekend that side of Light Imprisoning Mirror. Like, don't quote me on that, but quote me on that. The video I watched, he got 3rd out of 69 players. This was a year ago at locals. Gotcha. Yeah, Light Mirror is good in GBs. Yeah, because I did ask McCabe, like, what do you do against Lightsworn? Like, that matchup has to be terrifying. And I imagine that it just comes down to, like, if they mill Wolf, they mill Wolf. If they don't mill Wolf, not good. All right, this Fire Dog has a beautiful target. A deck that I did like, Marcus Hayden, before he really got into Edison, he used to believe in Flamvel Zombies because Goblin Zombie plus Magician makes Darken Dragon, and Darken is one of the best synchros in the format, and so that's like really cute. But obviously, you know, like overall that deck just kind of didn't go anywhere. But that was a deck that he was trying to innovate years ago when he first joined like the Edison scene, and he had sent me his list for like Flamvel Zombies, and I tried it out. But ultimately, I was like, I think I might have already been a frog player, so I was like, this deck feels way underpowered compared to what I'm used to. And yeah, I think Twilight is annoying for everybody because you and your opponent don't know what's going to happen. So everyone's just kind of hoping and coping. Like, he milled the wolf. A JD. But yeah, I don't know. Not gonna lie, after a glass of whiskey, having a banana talk Edison to me is going crazy. Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying having a banana talk to you. Hello, it's me, Banana. Damn, they got double Colossal out. How will anyone ever out this? Puppet Plant. Mr. Steal Your Girl. I feel like Tim is about to drop them plants. Banana bread? Hold on now. Don't just go making shit out of me. All right. Notice how there's no Mr. Steal Your Woman. No comment on that one. None. But yeah, hey Colossal. Hey Mr. Colossal Fighter Boppity Bop. I like it the way that you bop. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. I go great with peanut butter and jelly. Would y'all like if I actually was a VTuber or whatever the hell it's called? Banana bread is insane. I love when like older white ladies at my job bring banana bread in. That shit is crack. That's one of the things I do miss about being in the office all the time, is that they would just bring in like, hey, I baked this last night, and just leave it for anybody, and I would just fuck it up. Like banana bread is crack. Crack. You feel way more judged by banana fridge than you do regular. Oh man, you guys crack me up. You should be a VTuber for jank vids. Listen, the banana is here to stay. I might at one point commission somebody to make me a substitute avatar, because that's what I really want to be. I want to identify as a substitute, but right now I identify as a banana. Okay? So. And I want my name to be Spaghetti. 20k subscribers, the banana gets unpeeled? Damn. Damn. Alright, Tim wins. So that means that Tim is in winners finals against Revo. And Sasha's playing against Kramer. Should we take a gander? I guess we'll watch Tim versus Revo. I want to see what Revo and Tim are going to do in winners finals. That sounds a bit interesting. Also, I kind of want to see this too, though. Whoops. Toasty. Toasty. All right, give me 1 second. Hello. It's me. One second, chat. Okay. I'm back. And I mean business. So this is winners finals. We have Sasha versus Kramer. I'm just gonna call him Kramer. Oh, he's playing like anti-meta. What's up, Bad Robot? How you doing? You like a little banana? You look like you like a banana, don't you? Don't you? How's it going, buddy? Long time no see. Are you gonna be at the Retro Reborn tournament in you know, in Florida? Huh? Are you going, buddy? Are you really? This guy's just playing full on anti-meta. Oh, this isn't Winners Finals? Oh, wait, that's right. This is not Winners Finals. My bad. I am 1-1. My bad. I meant to watch Winners Finals, but I actually find this enjoyable. Because he's trying to anti-meta you out the fucking game. Oh, God. My body as a shield on the Mirror Force? That's just fucking cruel. So cruel. Oh, but the Gores. See, he didn't see that coming. They never expect the Gores Mirror Force combo. Like, that's always the combo. You know what I mean? That's always like the, oh no, he had it. Oh no. They're always like, oh no. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. So you will be at Florida? Okay, nice. I will see you there. Gores versus Trag. Benewe is too much. Oh man, you guys crack me up. I'm just a banana. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Banana. Bananas. Bananas. You didn't even notice the fucking banana. How did you not notice the fucking banana? Look at me. Look at me. Hi. Yeah, Ponce's and Winners Finals. Yeah, I know. I just got all sidetracked with my banana adventure. I've been on a peanut butter and jelly journey. I would really like a peanut butter and jelly right now with a banana on it, sliced up. And no, that might sound like cannibalism, but I assure you it is not. The banana had it coming. Get it? The banana had it coming. Anyway, how's this match going? Bruh. Hey, bad robot, don't be bad. Now let's go see if we can find winners finals, which is, here we go. This is winners finals, and it looks like, ooh. Yo, so there are multiple people playing Flamvel today. They really feel like Flamvel is him. Peanut butter banana sandwiches are great. They are. And honestly, for dinner tonight, I really wouldn't mind one. Like, I have not eaten dinner. I ate so much today that I don't think I'm going to eat like dinner per se. I think I filled my caloric goal already, or what have you. But yeah. This thing really, even when I wink, it gets it. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich smacks. That sounds so good right now. God damn. Even putting an Uncrustable in the toaster oven for a little while is so good. Like, have you guys ever had an Uncrustable in the toaster oven? It's crack. It's so good. You like wait until the outside bread part gets nice and like a nice light toasting. Insane. And if you want to get like real big back, if you really want to get big back, put some ice cream on it. Uncrustable is the biggest scam for food. How is it a big scam? You have like 3 or 4 kids, right? I know your household, they probably fucking love Uncrustables, which is why you probably hate them. He said, my back is big, Fraser. Are you really, TJ? $5 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Uncrustables are not $5, bro. You can get a box of Uncrustables for like, I don't know, not $5. Like I don't know. I think they're fine. A box of 3 for $25? Huh? Bro, where do you live? I know you live in Florida, but like, where do you live? Uncrustables should not be $5 per. I don't know. I buy Uncrustables every once in a while, and I don't recall them being... I would never buy an Uncrustable for $5. I'll just say that right now. Like, that's just not a thing. So, like, somebody's lying. Is it you? Are you lying? Is it you? Bad robot. Don't lie. I can get a box of like 20 something for like 10 at Costco. Costco. Is Costco one of those places where you need a membership like BJ's? First of all, the fact that there was a huge supermarket chain or whatever the fuck it was called BJ's. BJ's. Like BJ's. You need a membership for Costco? Okay. BJ's is a restaurant. I'll tell you what else it is. But this is a family-friendly channel. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant called BJ's. Is it a chain? Like, is BJ's a chain somewhere? Costco is a big back's hack to food, not gonna lie. Interesting. The big back hack to food. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I kind of want to make a frog deck that summons Darkened Dragon as like the extra deck monarch. Darken, the extra deck monarch. BJ's is a chain? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to BJ's. Offering frogs? Junk plus fear? Yeah, there's a lot of ways. Malicious plus plague. Malicious plus diva. You ever do a bowl of cereal with French toast sticks and ice cream? No, I have not. That does sound amazing. I like pretty much everything you said, but no, I have not. Not the banana talking about BJ's. Listen, you watch your mouth when you're talking to me. Got it. Ice cream ramen it's called. It's too good though. You know, I actually still have some ice cream left over from last week when Brandon Crank bought me ice cream. He was trying to buy me the fucking Biscoff ice cream sandwiches, but apparently those things have been discontinued. So I had to settle for some Cold Stone Creamery, which honestly, I love Cold Stone. And I got my favorite thing, which I think is called like birthday cake remix? Birthday cake remix. Something like that. Uh-oh, we're making another level 8? Yeah, level 8. Ooh, that's a lot of life points. That's a lot of life points. We need that. Or don't gain before I say you can gain. He lost too much. He lost 2,700. He should have lost 24. There we go. Okay. Still having it a week later is the exact opposite of Big Back. In my defense, I was in Maryland for several days. So I'm also supposed to be on a diet, but not going the best. I feel like this car, I mean, I guess it can. I was gonna say, I feel like this car should see more play, but how could it, right? Does she? Nani? Nani? He's starting his VTuber career? Why is Fraser a banana? I identify as a banana now. And I hope that you can all respect my journey. And this is me now. I am a banana. A very, very nice banana. Look at me. Huh? 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 Ask why you aren't a banana. Exactly. Exactly, TJ. Once I get my substitute avatar, I have to go on the internet and find out how to commission someone to make me a substitute avatar. And it's over for you bitches. It's over. But until then, let's have fun as a banana. But ripe bananas aren't brown to me. Honestly, I could change the shade of this banana to match my skin, but you know. I actually kind of like the way this one looks. Look at him. You see me? I'm all green at the top. Like I'm just about ready to be eaten. But you can't. Because that is against the rules. The most popular Edison YouTuber is a banana. Well, I'm not the most popular, but you know, we're getting there. We're growing. Shout out to all of you. We're growing as a community. We're at like 11,600 subscribers today. June 9th. I think today is, yeah, it's June 9th. And listen, what do I got to do to take this channel to the next level? You want to win, don't you? Who's more popular? Because there's no way you're not number one. Popular meaning who has more subscribers? Because there's people who have more subscribers than me for sure. And I assume that that's the metric of popularity. I I think good custom VTuber avatars can get really expensive unless you make them with AI. You can make them. Well, yes, Gage has like 100,000 plus subscribers. Shout out to Nimnim. I don't necessarily know if he's an Edison like YouTuber though, but he's an Edison player for damn sure because he's been killing it this last year. Gage, yes, Gage. Yeah, Gage is not an Edison YouTuber, I would say. I would say that he is not. He is my GOAT, you said. Yes, that is totally fair. Gage is another person who I like seeing at events. I tend to run into Gage at the most random times at events. Yeah, he doesn't upload as much as he used to. He's a really, really good, like, content creator though. I just started watching Edison content late last month, and Fraser, like 95% of who I watch. That seems to be a common thing around here. I get that a lot at events and in the comments and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys watching. There's so much content on this channel. We have over 1,000 videos, I think it says. So, you know, you can go and watch our backlog. We have an incredible backlog. And you want to win, don't you? Yo, Fraser, since when is Sizzle being called Dark Greffer? How did that start being a thing? Have you seen him, bro? Cause like, he big. I mean, he has the same build as Dark Greffer, so that's why he started being called Dark Greffer. He also is like, you know, the guy who has the most wins with Dark Greffer. So it just made sense. Meanwhile, I want my name to be Spaghetti. There's been an awful lot of dark ends in this tournament. Like way more dark ends than a regular Edison tournament ever has. Oh, oh. Here we go. Ha! You missed. Thunder King. But was he always that jacked? I noticed like last live tournament I saw him. No, he was not always that jacked, but he has been very active and takes in a lot of protein in his diet. So that will do it. It's like, do you even lift, bro? That's kind of the vibe, you know? That's kind of like the general vibe. Speaking of Sizzle, where his ass been at? Sizzle, where you at? Come here and embrace me in my new form. Hug me. Hug the banana. And if you don't, it's racist. Because who wouldn't want to hug me like this? Hmm. At some point, do you achieve like a perfect form like Cell? I don't know why that's so funny to me. Yes, I do actually. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. I think I will. But that's only when I absorb those other people to make me perfect. Make like a banana and split. Absorb sizzle. Become the ultimate Blasian. It's like Baryon mode, but it's like Blasian mode instead. Oh. Revo takes it. Revo haunts admitted defeat. Yeah, we got... Oh, so this is not Flamvel, like, fairies? It's like Flamvel plus good stuff, like Thunder Kings and apparently Gravekeeper's Guard. Alright, let's check on the bracket. So the Blur is still fighting against Sasha. Alright, so we're actually... We're close. We're something. I don't know why I don't just type in the name. Like, I know the name, right? Like, I just know the name. But, like, I still like to scroll sometimes, just in case I see something interesting. Anyway, I'll just type in the name. Alright, we're back. Summon Gruffer Pitch. Very common. Oh, wow. So all Geminis have their effects. And he's playing Gemini. That card has to be absolutely busted on the field. Yeah, like, that thing has to be ridiculous. I am going to check the graveyard for cards. Okay, that's what's in the graveyard there. That's what's in the graveyard here. When we say that getting an avatar created, you know, for a VTuber is expensive, like, how expensive? Because, like, you know, this is a business at the end of the day, like my channel and my content, my podcast, stuff like that. So we have some money to play with in terms of expenses and stuff like that. I'm just wondering how expensive it is, because there's a point where it's like, okay, that is far too much and they got to be smoking crack. And then it's just like, oh, that's actually not that bad. Like, I'll do some research this weekend, see what I can come up with. But somebody did mention that you can make it with AI. And like, Just getting in. Is there a new ban list from the last jank? No, the ban list will be at the end of this month. I'll put a hat on a banana for you, only 25K. I could put a hat on a banana for myself. I could just do that myself. Look, I'm back with a hat. And I didn't have to pay 25K for this either. No, I don't like this one as much. What's up, gang? How's it going? How goes it? Are you professional? How much do you charge? Baby, you couldn't pay me. Yeah, like, okay, so 100 to 350 on the high end, but they're anime characters, so I don't know about a frog, right? I'm not trying to become like Sasuke Uchiha out here. Like I just want something simple. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be like, I don't need to be the most elaborate thing. If they could just hook me up with like, I just want to be a substitute, like a very accurate substitute. Is that too much to ask? Custom furry for 150. I will pass on that. Oh god, do they need me for a ruling? How do they need a banana? All right, let me see chat. What's going on here? All right, there's a ruling thing I don't know. About Raptinus leaving the field. Oh, so like, does it lose the distinction that it is a Gemini monster? I assume that it's only while this thing is on the field. Yeah, I assume that that is only while it's on the field. Is that not just like a thing that we... Can we not just do this and go to like rulings? Oh, it says it right here. If Super Island Beast Raptinus is removed from the field or flip face down, Doom Shaman will be treated as a normal monster again. So it gets treated as a normal monster again? Okay, and it also says here, it will be treated as a normal monster and its attack will stop because it no longer has an effect, allowing it to attack twice during the battle phase. So to me, it sounds like they just have that while they're face up on the field. So that's my ruling. Yeah, it doesn't keep it. Not a banana out here making rulings. Look at me. Who would have thought? Not me. Not me. Not this guy. Not me. Here I am, just a banana that people ask for content and advice and judge rules. Very strange. Grapher in. In. Does shoot. Some more. Dog, some more. The most expensive custom avatar that I know of that a content creator paid for was around 15k euros, which is about 17k USD. Yeah, but like, that had to be the most detailed, elaborate shit ever. And I would never. A Pepe Frog VTuber is only 20 bucks. Yeah, like I'm looking for something around, you know, like I want it to be a nice looking substitute, right? Like I want it to be nice. I want it to move well and all that stuff, but it doesn't need to be fucking, look, it shouldn't be anywhere near $1,000. Like anywhere near, it shouldn't be anywhere near $1,000 to do that. Like it is not an anime character per se. It's just a fucking frog that is pink and black. I'm sure that there are like tutorials on the internet and everything that can help you to make an AI avatar, or just make an avatar, you know, probably starting with like an image or something. Now I'm craving a banana. Excuse me, princess. You ain't craving shit. You got me? I'm actually kind of craving a banana myself. Wait, did that sentence make any sense? I'm craving a banana myself. Because, like, I'm a banana. But, like, I kind of want a banana. Makes you think, doesn't it? You are what you eat. Ooh, singing. There's a guy that I grew up with at my local that is not physically, how should I say? He is not easy on the eyes, if you catch my drift. And they used to call him Sangan. Like, when I first joined the local, he already had a nickname as Sangan. Crazy, right? Just, that is just the world. The world used to be a, this is around the Xbox Live time, so just, you know, that's diabolical. Exactly. So every time I see Sangan, which is not that played in Edison format, I always think about this guy from my local who was nicknamed Sangan because they called him ugly. Kind of wild. Sangan cute as hell. Yeah, in a face your mother could love kind of way, and only your mother. Like absolutely no one but your mother, and literally just your mom. Like no one else thinks that. And then there's Dark Greffer. Greffer? I barely even know her. I'll be here all Tuesday. He's just accumulating advantage with this damn Zeta Reticulant. You can be like Greffer if you just go to the gym and eat a lot of protein. On a topic of furries and bullying, can we talk about how bullying is important? Because the last YCS Ohio had a fucking furry convention parading around the city, and 10 years ago that wouldn't lie. So like, I've known the furries my whole life, like, you know, they've been a thing as far as I can remember. But why do people hate furries so much? Like, what is the beef that people have with furries? Can we talk? Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, chat, I really don't get it, but I want to. Oh, is it a sexual thing? Like, okay, every time I've seen a furry, it's just like a human wearing a tail and maybe some ears, and that's like the extent of it. So that's why I never really got the whole, like, you know, everyone kind of just hating on the furries thing. But it normally does involve sexual orientation, yeah. Yeah, I don't really follow. Like, I don't see, like, if somebody's wearing a fucking tail and cat ears, like, I really just don't care. They have a bad reputation for how they are in public, mostly acting like animals. But for real, most are like that, but some make a bad rep. I think you said most aren't like that, I'm assuming. Wait, okay, I've never seen the shit that you just described. Like, I've never seen that. Two dudes in a GIMP mask essentially walking one another around the hotel on a chain. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've never seen that. Most people think that if you are a furry, you are that guy. Have you seen Beast Stars? I have not. You just know those fur costumes are nasty as hell. People have a thing for those characters. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, things that... So I don't care about furries at all. Like, they're not a part of my, I guess, interest. And when I see a furry, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, like that person has a tail and like ears or something. But typically I just don't care what other people are doing with like their bodies and stuff, unless it's like, you know, impinging on me or my freedoms in some way, which they never are. So I just kind of like mind my business. I don't really like try to figure out what they're doing or what they're on about. Like if they're just in a fucking Starbucks or something, you know, ordering a drink, like I don't really bother them. They don't bother me. We just coexist. But people seem to have a very like visceral reaction to furries, and it's always been weird to me. Like the guy Sonic Fox, who I think is considered one of the best video game players of all time or something. I know he's a furry, and like a lot of the conversation around him is just the fact that he's a furry. And I like, did he do something as a furry? Like, has he been walked around on a leash or something? Like, is there like videos of him at like, you know, a convention center on all fours? Because then I get it. It's like, okay, like you clearly want people to look at you in a certain way or whatnot, and I can see how it could be perceived as sexualized in that way. But I don't know anything about the furry community or like whenever I've seen a furry in public, they were just not doing anything that everyone else wasn't doing. On all fours, I get it. Listen, sometimes you gotta get down on all fours. Don't forget, that's how we started. All right? Before you were walking, you were crawling on all fours. Yeah, you've seen Furry Light, bro. This was full-fledged. Okay. All right. It's not Furry. Not you've seen Furry Light. Furry Light is crazy. Like, I didn't have the pro version, huh? I had Furry Light. So I gotta see Furry Pro. And then it's like, okay, this is where they're taking it too far. I activate the magic card. Brain control. In. Attack. And then I set a monster. Banana Freeway. What's up, Marcus? What up, Marcus? Marcus. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Hello. Oh no, he topped rekindling. You sack. Sack. Ranch. Ranch. Hasn't Sonic Fox always been a furry? Like, I remember him being like that since his match against Perfect Legend. Yeah, as far I've only ever known of Sonic Fox as a furry, but nothing about him being a furry ever like made me think of him outside of that in any kind of negative way. Like, I've always known him to just be like this really, really good fighting game player who happens to fucking wear a tail, which, yes, I don't understand why he wears a tail or why any of the furries wear tails and have ears or whatever, but like, I also just don't care. First Yu-Gi-Oh! VTuber? There's no way I'm the first one. Am I? Huh? Huh? Am I? Me? Banana? Fursona. He doesn't just wear a tail. He has a fursona. I think about Joker from Smash Ultimate when he gets his like avatar. You are enjoying this banana way too much? What do you mean? It's fun. Come in. The water's fine. Huh? 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 The question is, are you enjoying the banana too much? You know, a banana a day. Never mind. I feel guilty that I like it. Ooh. Ooh. You like it, don't ya? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't ya? Don't ya? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a banana like me? Don't you wish you could go around getting pegged by me? Don't ya? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jeez. Tough crowd. Don't know. Not Dark Samorph and Thought Ruler. Huh? Huh? Are there any Yu-Gi-Oh cards featuring bananas? I would be surprised if in 2026 there are not. Like, it would be very shocking if there are no banana cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. There just has to be something. Somebody go on DB, that's not me, and type in banana on the search bar in Deck Constructor and see what comes up. Does anything come up? Like, not even one, like, there has to be one banana card, right? Something? Anybody out there? Please? Oh my god. Oh my god. Google. Okay, blue eyes, white banana on Google Images. I will not type that in. Like, we will just not be typing that in. Hold on, chat. Let me reset this so I can get the watermark away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It is I. I am back. Banana. All right, let's see. What can we do? Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh, look at this hat. It's so snazzy. Oh, look at me. Oh. Oh. Look at me. Well, there's a Japanese card named Nana. Okay, all I could find was an OCG card. Okay, yeah, so apparently, how is there just not... There's only room for one of us in this town, and I'm Big Banana. Big Banana. There's only room for one of us. Right, let's see. Ooh. All right, this might be a bit much. Actually, oh man. Oh, this is great. All right, so we have a dark morph in defense, which is very rare. The guy on the bottom said a back row after it was taken. Oh, he said a back row. Okay, so they're fixing it. The good thing is a lot of times the players are watching the stream, so they can kind of course correct. Banana na do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana. This music slaps. Attack, drag, in. You're having way too much. How do you know I'm having way too much fun? What if I'm miserable? You ever thought about that? Huh? Nothing with banana. You have cherry, pineapple, strawberry, corn, beans, apple, tomato, potato, green beans. At this point, I haven't paid attention to anything but Banana Smith on their stream since he became a banana. All hell. Somebody asked me to become Banana Fraser, and I just did it. Fraser gets unhinged. Here's what'll really make you laugh. All right, chat, get close. Come closer. Imagine what I look like making these expressions. Like, just think about the fact that in order to make this banana make those expressions, I have to make these expressions. That's always the funniest part to me. Like, when I hear ridiculous voice acting like Meta Knight in Smash Brawl, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he's just saying nonsense like, I'm like, somebody was in a booth making those noises. Like, there's a human being on this planet who was in the booth like, so that's what always does it for me. But, you know, I don't know what does it for you. Bananas, bananas. Banana. Banana is peanut butter jelly time. Roy has crazy sounds in Melee. Yeah, when Roy charges up his neutral B to full, you know, where he auto kills anything, and he just screams out. I'm not even gonna attempt to do that because I don't want to sound more ridiculous than I already look. But like, y'all know what I'm talking about if you ever played Melee. An unhinged banana walks into a bar and says, "Hey." Exile Force. I'm pretty sure DD War Lady is limited to 1. And yet here we are with 2 of them. Smashing ground. In. Dark Resonator. When the last time you seen someone actually like summon a dark resonator? Be for real. Don't lie. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. Zeta is so like that interaction. Zeta, Karma Cut, discard the Zeta and get a token immediately. It's a really fucking cool interaction. Imagine if you just tributed that shit for Jinzo right now. Jinzo in. This is not near Automata. This is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Hello. Welcome. Claire Obscure. Actually, let me add some music to my little playlist right now that I can put on. Which one do I want? Let's go with this. The fact that these tokens are doing this much work is fucking nuts. Like, wow. Just token beatdown. TT for 3? Oh, knee. All right, guys, don't be surprised when the next like Master Disaster or Teach Me How to Cook, I show up as a banana. Like, you think my opponents will ever know that they played against a banana? What's up, Cody? Maybe we should petition Sasha to play Zeta next Edison Major. See, the thing about that is, like, Yeah, exactly. He will not do that. And I don't think anybody, like, you have to pay. Majors cost money to travel to get a hotel, and also your time, which you can never get back. And he will not go very far with Zeta in this Edison environment. Yeah, Forgs is like, dear God, right? When you play like some BS. I mean, you probably have a better, matchup against Forgs than like some decks that are actually a real part of Edison, because I imagine you're playing like a lot of karma cuts and stuff. Yeah, I could actually see your deck, like, just because of the karma cuts. Keep falling, ho. Sasha and Ron Lewis will be playing at table 500. Gemini's cooking. Geminis are actually pretty good in this format. Ooh, Starlight Road. Solemn Judgment. Okay, 1350. Whoa, that is not half of 20. Wait, what? You can just type, you can type /half in the chat and it will actually like just do it for you. You don't have to know. Yeah, you don't have to actually know the amount. And I didn't find this out for a while. I used to fucking either compute it in my brain or use a calculator, but you can just skip all of those steps and just type /half and it will just like tell you. I know. Great, isn't it? Now, if only we can get an AFK timer. Like, whose banana do I have to peel to get an AFK timer on DB? You know what I mean? Right, chat? Huh? Oh, no, not Lightning Vortex. He said, I want this shit to be over now. Oh, no.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Bruh.
Damn, he got cooked. Cooked. All right. Sasha Event is on to face Poppy Churro. Is the DB owner even implementing changes on Dueling Book? I mean, there have been changes over time. Yeah, like, I mean, if you think about the last year, we have Genesis format got added. And there's been other minor improvements, like the fact that you can search your deck by typing in words. Like I can type in the word frog and it will just give me all of the frogs. It will filter my deck, I should say. You can like filter a graveyard. You can filter a deck by like words that you type. So there's something there. Who's playing again? It's Sasha versus Poppy. Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to do, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this tournament. It's just going so late. I did not expect it to go this late, honestly. But what I will do is obviously the tournament will just continue on, and you know, somebody will win or whatever. Because technically there's this match, there's the next match, and there's like 3 more and maybe even 4 more matches that have to be played, which is entirely too many matches. So yeah. Yeah, there's no way. Because, like, it's 3 minimum and 4 max. And, like, I am just not going to make it through 4 more rounds. Especially when, like, they take longer to end. Like, the rounds in general are just, like, longer than, So this is going to be my last one. I'll watch this one, then I'll go. Banana can't take this. Yeah, Banana's over it. You got me? Armageddonite, which also is limited to 1. But yeah, Banana would like to take a shower, you know? Maybe get some rest for once. Something he doesn't normally get to do. He just gets to ripen. Ripe. Gush. Oh. There's so much to pay. We are paying a lot to not show that hand. Yeah, when someone solemns like that, like solemns your trap, does you just have to know. Yeah, that hand better be cracked. Exactly. Oh. Lad versus the world. Is this a reptilian mirror match of sorts? No, wait. No, he's playing Zeta Reticular. Never mind. He's dealing with the lad. That activates, right? The change attack to 0 at end phase. I think so, yeah. Yeah, I assume it activates as well. That definitely gives me, like, trigger effect. I don't think it's going to keep trying. Why would it keep trying? Really? I don't think so. Reptilian Naga. Let's see if there's any precedence for this, but if there's no precedent for it, then I'm just going to say that it only activates once, because I don't see why it would keep activating. That's Reptilian Naga. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here that really says anything about it. The effect activates even if Naga is destroyed during the damage step. If Reptilian Naga is face up, is in face up attack position, effect the change to attack position does not activate. Why are they saying this effect activates? This thing has multiple. This effect activates even if Reptilian Naga is destroyed during the damage step. You kill it. Sure, the effect of changing monster's attack to 0 applies as long as that monster is face up on the field. I don't like the way that's worded. That almost is worded like the way it says the way it says applies. I don't know. See what we can get. Okay, it is this card cannot be destroyed by battle. The attack of any monster that battles. Okay. One is continuous. It is a mandatory effect. It will activate in graveyard / management even if this card is destroyed during the damage step due to TG ruling differences. In Edison format, if 2 attack monsters battle, they will be destroyed. If the attack of Trigonia is set to 0 by this effect, it will remain 0 even if the number of cards in hand changes. Oh shit. We're talking about, well, that's a different effect, Tim. That's the third effect. The third effect is the during your end phase, change this face-up defense position card on the field to attack. Not the drain. We were talking about the drain effect. The drain effect does not work like that. Yeah, but it was in defense. So it got attacked. Like, the context is that it got attacked while face down. So that last part doesn't matter. It says during your end phase. So it, like, when you get attacked, it's not your end phase, it's your opponent's end phase. That's not just not what happened. Yeah, the end phase effect, but that's not the one that we actually had happening on the field. Like, yes, the end phase effect will keep activating, but that is not what was being, like, happening on the screen at the time. Lightning Dark Dragon attacked into it at the end of the battle phase. It, like, activated, and then it got negated, and that was it. I understand that. I understand what he said. I'm telling you what happened. Jinzo's just out here. Reaper in. Reap. I want to reap some cards. Oh no, he got his, yeah, that sucks. A set monster? Is this game one? So many cards. Honestly, they both have a lot of cards, though. Do I have a favorite jank deck? Low key, but like high key. I actually really like the Zeta Reticulate. Like, I've seen him play this in the first, like when I first created the jank format, and I liked it then. It was very powerful then, and it's, you know, I've nerfed it since then, but I still actually like the deck because I think you can go a lot of different ways with it too. It weirdly gives me like some frog elements because of the tokens being tribute fodder and like they keep happening. Also, just like banishing things is really good, so. I wonder if my iPad is charged. Usually this thing is fucking dead. Ah, 83%, nice. I charged it like last week and just prayed that it would actually be alive. And here it is. This is gonna take so long to update. Okay, he gets the garden in the grave at least. I don't know what that was about. Like, why is my iPad requesting access to my... I guess it should already have access to... The hell is going on? Alright, where are settings? I really need to use this iPad more. This is so bad. Like, I don't know where anything is. Alright. Let's do this. Come on. Someone's going to duck out at this point. The tokens are being summoned by Zeta Reticulant. So discard this guy. Every time a monster is banished from your opponent's side of the field, I think it says. So that's what's doing that. Spirit Reaper does not go to the grave from Deep Prison. Deep Prison fully resolves. Oh my, oh my. All right, we're trying to get this one wrapped up. Ugh, the fader. Oh yeah, he really can't. Yeah, because he went attack. Nothing is activated during attack declaration, and then in the battle step you can activate a card like Raigeki Break or whatever. And on the replay, you cannot use a battle fader. That is a fact. Let's see if there's any like thing that can give you. But asking for reasoning is not really like, I'm gonna be honest with you when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, wait, just do fader. There we go. So the first line, you can't activate this effect during a replay. You can only activate it on an initial attack declaration. This is literally this is how the game works kind of thing. Like they just declared that this is how it works. And you just have to like know that this is how it works, but yeah, you just can't. So there you go. That's why I like asking for the reasoning for it is just like that's not a real thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, Poppy Churro, trust me, I understand the frustration. Yu-Gi-Oh is an absolutely ridiculous game when it comes to rulings. Like I was also talking about this on the ride home this weekend. Like, why is this game so complicated when it comes to the rulings? Why is it just so unclear? Like nothing in the rulebook would really tell you that you can't use fader on a replay attack, or that like Thunder King can't negate Gores or Call of the Hunted. Like if a newer player was like, hey, like I really think this Thunder King card is good, and then they attack me directly and I drop Gores and they're like, oh, I'll negate it, and I'm like, no you won't. No you won't. Not blame Julia. What does she have to do with this? She doesn't make the rules. Who makes the rules? The people who are in control of organized play. Julia is the leader of the judge program, not the rule making committee. Like she's not a part of the like I control organized play and how it works. She's the leader of all of the judges. She's like the Supreme Court. Like a judge at the Supreme Court, though. Yeah, Upper Deck long nixed by Fader release. Yeah, Upper Deck was out of there by like '08. I think Upper Deck is like '08, '09. They're out of there. I know the first YCS is 2010 though, so maybe Upper Deck maintained control until then, like YCS Virginia, the first YCS. But I remember those tournaments in Teledad format where like Upper Deck was clearly getting out of Yu-Gi-Oh because they were giving away fucking like prize cards and shit, like Upper Deck Day and shit. I did win a Des Volscav during that time period. Double Zeta, he's trying to get those last little bit of life points. And also 175 is diabolical. Diabolical. All the faders, indeed. That has to be the last one though, right? Like, we're done with that. Imagine if your filter glitched and we could see your real facial expressions. It would be so bad. Like, I would probably have to deactivate my YouTube account for like a year. Ooh, Dark Ruler Hades. Now that's a throwback. That's my kind of card. Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler. He's dark, but he's a ruler. Mobilize. Engage. The Monarchs go home, but your Fiend Boy does one more set at the gym. Oh no, not Dark Ruler soloing. Does he have outs to this? The fact that they played until deck out is fucking wild. Yeah, there's no way I'm finishing this. Like, bro is at 125 and just holding on. Why won't you just die? Down to just his eye like Merrick. Sasha has the Alta Dark Ruler, but also win the game in like one turn, and I don't know if it's possible. Oof. I mean, you don't want Trooper's effect there anyway, so that kind of worked out in a weird way, right? Wow. And that was game one. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Anytime a game goes to deck out, you just know, like, all right, here we go. No, this is not finals. And I guess you can't just like do double elimination somehow. Like 11 people double elimination is fucking. I didn't realize how long. Like it. I didn't realize how long it would be. Like this is so ridiculously long. But I guess if people are playing until deck out, then that also kind of like the decks are just not aggressive enough to be able to end the game. So yeah, that's where we are. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I have a like if I had like a cigar or something, like unfortunately. Unfortunately. Definitely time to unban some power cards, that's for damn sure. You are right about that. I will be changing this format to make it faster. Because we do not want games going to deck out. Have the cards. Guide me. Banana. Banana. Hey, baby. How you doing? Banana. Who wouldn't want to be a banana? Huh? Huh? Look at me. This town is full of losers, and I'm pulling out the win. I still think it's funny somebody said, like, what if your fucking filter glitched and we just saw the real you doing all the, like, the faces and stuff? That'd be awful. Bay! Bay! Don't you love me? Alright, let's see what we can get. Hold on, chat. Let's see how this looks. Oh god. Oh god, I have both? Oh, okay. Alright. We kinda overdid it. Alright, so we're gonna take these off. How do I revert? Can I get these off of me? Can somebody take these goddamn headphones off my head? How do I get these off? Oh my god. I might be stuck like this. Oh. Okay, there we go. I was scared. Whew. Huh. Well. It does have your eyebrows. Look at it. Huh? Huh? Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Someone said, fix your crown, King. You know what? I will. Let me fix it. I'm King Banana. 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 It's peanut butter jelly time, bitches. You kind of dig the crown headset? Oh my god, the fucking banana. I fucking love it. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta, like, be a banana. You know what I mean? Huh? You just gotta lean into it. Lean in. Lean in. Into the darkness. I am definitely in my banana era. Ranch. 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 Peanut butter jelly. 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 Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Dear God, somebody just win the Monarch Storm 4. When you're not sure if you have had a stroke because the King Banana keeps saying ranch. 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 Ranch, ranch, ranch. 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 Oh my god. Not Dark Ruler walling off all the boys. So I do prefer blue cheese, but like It doesn't sound as good as just ranch. 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 Gagula. New Shabuzi song. Ranch. Poor guy. You know, sometimes you just, you just make some decisions in your life and you gotta live with them forever. It'd be like that sometimes. Ranch. So I do not eat ranch. I actually prefer blue cheese if I have to have like buffalo wings or whatnot. I've been eating my buffalo wings without anything, like just the sauce that they come with. But now that you guys are bringing this up, I kind of want some buffalo wings with blue cheese. Ranch. Damn, not Dark Ruler just dying like that. Naga. Some buffalo wings with some blue cheese. Yeah. 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 Solid. King banana. This new vegetables TCG got weird. Oh. Oh, my crown fits better. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Nope, nope. Look at how snug my crown is. Ranch. Oh, okay. The final game of this set and the final game of this stream also, because I am closing down shop after this game. I'm ending the stream and I'll let the players continue this tournament. And yeah, because we got losers finals and then like the actual finals after that. So I did not expect it to be this long. I guess I just have to avoid doing double elimination if I don't do it on like a fucking weekend. Or at least in this format, because look, regular Edison, I think you could finish a double elimination way quicker just with the blowouts and shit. Like, oh, Greffer, Dark Arm, or, you know, Lone Fire, Gigavice. Nonsense. You blame Zeta? Zeta reticulant. Yeah, the next 1K is June 27th, the last Saturday of the month.
Hello.
Why is it that every VTuber, like all of my colleagues in this space, all of my VTuber colleagues, they're all fucking like anime girls? And I'm not saying that there's anything like wrong with that, but I know some of those anime girls are really guys. Like, am I supposed to become like a mate, or do I just stay the banana? Do I like make myself into like some cutie anime maid chick, or do I just stay like King Banana? Like what's going on? No, not Gage, silly. I'm talking about my other VTubers out there. My guy, it's always King Banana. Oh wait, Gage has a VTuber thing? Really? Oh shit. Oh shit. Coocha Lane. Coocha Lane. Don't do it. Don't do it, bloodbath. I was wondering where your anime girl model is. Yeah, I could become an anime girl at any point, but like, you know, I'm like really enjoying. I'm really enjoying just being King Banana. You know what I mean? Like imagine this voice coming out of a fucking anime made girl avatar thing. It'd be weird, right? Kenny was like, you gotta get a voice changer. It's like, I'll pass. It's okay. I'll just be a banana instead. It's fine. It's okay. King Banana is love. King Banana is life. Praise-based God, King Banana. Ranch. Ranch into you as well. Ranch. Ranch for you. Ranch for you. Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. If the filter for this ever broke, guys, and you actually saw me, the person, doing any of these expressions or the movements or anything, I would have to deactivate my YouTube account for an entire year until you all forgot. I'd have to pull a car path. I'd have to go completely, like, just go dark on the internet. Like, just no presence, no more commentate, just nothing. Like, you never see me again. Until you do. Now you need to have a new subscriber sound when it's the minion singing the banana song. I want a shower so bad. So bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. It's worse than I thought. It's Jinzo. Banana starts to peel. Real ones won't forget. I feel like you guys wouldn't forget. I feel like the day I came back, you guys be like, remember that time where you were King Banana and your filter broke and we saw you, like the actual you, fucking making the faces and we clipped it? You remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I missed the lore. Why you a banana today? You know, I just decided I'm going to identify as a banana. So here we are. I'm King Banana. Hello. Nice to meet you. Somebody asked me to, like, you know, where's the banana version of you at? You know what I mean? And I just transformed into it. I just became one with the banana. And I'm trying to get peeled. Eh? 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 Come on, tomato. You're inferior to me, but you want to win, don't you? Get in there, tomato. Get in there. Tokens. Uh-oh. Oh no. Big Heavy, not the little one. Big Heavy. It's like Big Pharma, but evil. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh shit. All right, well there you have it. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm King Banana. You all have been awesome. I'll do one last peanut butter and jelly song before I get out of here. So Bay, if you're listening, this one's for you. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the people, the beaten and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, the demons and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made Because one day you'll grow up the savior. Something, something, something. And join the Black Parade. Because you want to win, don't you? Guys, it's been real. Have a good night. If you're still in a tournament, good luck. We'll have ourselves a winner. I'll send you $20 tomorrow at some point. I'm getting the hell out of here. It's been real. Banana out. Banana out. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Good night.